to chop up the video into 2-hour chunks for the video on demand.
Okay.
Otherwise, 40 million gigabyte file.
Welcome back.
Welcome back indeed. You're watching the GT1 World Series 24 Hours of Kyoto, round 4 of the GT1 World Series here in Live for Speed. I am Michael Passingham, and alongside me, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Dominic Engel, known for actually driving more than doing this kind of stuff. I'll have to be doing a lot of driving later on.
Yeah, you have got your night stints.
Yay, night stints! I love 24-hour races.
When I did this 24-hour race, well, not this 24-hour, what was it called? Oh no, it was a 16-hour race, wasn't it? That
the
really,
Racing Line 16-hour race.
The one with all the service and all that. I did that in 2009, I think. It's really weird because the day doesn't go to the night in the game. You're just driving in the daytime for 24 hours. It really does mess with your head. Best thing to do is just turn the lights off in your room, pretend.
Because then your eyes hurt from looking at the screen.
Are you planning on sleeping at any point during this 24 hours?
I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. If I'm still okay after the night stint, I might just come back and blabber on. If I'm completely trashed, then I don't know. I might just get to bed if I'm too bored. But then the chances are I won't wake up before next Saturday. So. What's the problem? It's always best in a 24-hour race or very long race to kind of cut up the lineup into first, third, second, third, and then first, third again. Or well, the same driver should drive the start and the end, and then in the middle over the night you have a different set of drivers, and then you actually have drivers who are at all times at least somewhat awake and well, able to drive properly. At least I think that would be generally a pretty good idea to do.
Yeah, I think it was a 24-hour race I did at Aston a while back in a LX6. Now that is a car that will keep you awake. Definitely constantly challenging. It's a car that never goes in a straight line, no matter what you do.
Not even on the straights now.
It's bringing back memories of the olden days of LFS.
Best thing is I've done 3.5 years of LFS. I've only actually driven in 2 24-hour races.
Yeah,
always managed to have something happen to not be able to drive.
So our closest battle is...
Still, it's a battle of P2.
Yeah, indeed. Schneider's is getting into the zone where he is going to start getting affected mid-corner by the dirty air of the car ahead, which is Taskinen, because he just made a mistake coming onto this back section of the circuit.
He's still far enough away. I don't know, somewhere around. He's got a good distance to come in front to not be able to, or to not have to worry about the draft.
Yeah, you were right there. Yeah, I feel like he's going to launch an attack probably in the next lap, although Taskinen is currently able to get a bit of a slipstream from the car ahead, which is a lap car.
If he does it intelligently, then he's gonna keep a bit of a gap till the last sector, and then he's gonna try and somehow use that naturally aspirated engine to get out of the slow corners quicker. Joseph Ellis at CB. rather one of the Merida drivers. No, I think one of the Scuderia Gas drivers. But Volvo for Life could be a username for Joseph Ellis.
We just had Schneiders, he had to bump, that was Toth, he had to bump him out of the way. Well, he didn't have to, but he decided to bump him out of the way on the final corner, and he has got quite a lot closer to Taskening that last sector. But yeah, it's not going to be this lap, but it will almost certainly be the next lap where he goes for it, for second position.
XLR, very top speed. I'm really surprised by that. Well, better top speed than many of the XLRs here. Generally, this season that's absolutely not been the case.
They got that car dialed in.
Yeah, well, if you make the car work with low wings, you don't really lose time from it. There's no better way to drive the car, because you're never gonna be faster in the straights, just like that. Obviously they've managed to somehow keep the wings down and still keep the pace up, so yeah, good job for them, or from them even.
What's the wind situation?
Oh, Litton is timing out! Litton is timing out for Virus Pro, he's timing out!
Yeah, he's shown as being, wow, yeah, he's shown as being in the gravel when he was timing out. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Oh, I think he's just timing out as his teammate already. I think he's just waiting for him to go, really.
So this is what you were talking about earlier, the timing out takes a lot longer.
No, he's still completing splits.
Oh, he's here!
He's back, and...
Ooh, yeah, that was lucky.
Oh my god, this is just dangerous now. No one can probably see him.
Now we can see him.
He can't see anyone, no. It's not very safe. Very ironic. Just 2 weeks ago in a race on the same track, his teammate had exactly the same issue. Just driving through a lot of air right now. Wow, that would really be incredible.
He's actually confusingly being shown as the leader in the server.
Which is not it. He's not the leader.
No.
Yeah. Oh, now he's gone again. Oh dear.
The thing though is, if he's shown as a leader, then also his timing has some issues, and thereby the tracker.
He's still sending the splits though, he's still sending the splits.
Okay.
He's back on the lap for now.
The time is correct as well. I think he's properly back now. He's back in fourth where he's supposed to be.
No,
he's gone again.
Oh dear.
Well, that's not a very safe situation.
Black and orange flag for him maybe.
I mean, you can even run the lag bars, which are obviously alphabetically ordered. His car is not looking very good on that.
I don't know how you can see those. I didn't know they were alphabetically ordered. That's interesting. You learn something new every day.
They're in alphabetical order now, at least. And you can see obviously the top, the one to the very left is the host, and the one next to that you sometimes see going crazy. That's Litton's lag bar. He's also not got the greatest of the UDPs in the connection list.
Oh, this is new. Yes, I've not seen any of this in LFS.
That's new with the latest patch with 06E. In its initial release, everyone who was trying to do a takeover.
Ah. So is that UDP? That's ping, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yes, he's got a ping of
it's very fluctuating. It's not necessarily. Sometimes it's as low as 30, then it goes up to 20. I have no idea how weird it is to follow him in a follow view, because light changes randomly, other things change randomly. It's very fun. Well, it's not very safe.
Meanwhile, Schneider's for Virez is still... Sorry, not for Virez, Mind Factory. Apologies. Mind Factory is still in third position, chasing down Taskinen in the Ixion car, and Taskinen is getting held up and is going to be passed. And he has been passed, so that was very easy for Schneiders there. Taskinen was held up by Stratlev.
But now Schneiders is going to get held up.
Indeed, yes. That gives...
but Taskinen's very wide.
Yeah, this is going to be a three-car draft as they head into the Boothie chicane. Hopefully they'll get it slowed down. And obviously the 59 car is... Oh, it's going to be 3 wide. Schneider's in the middle. Taskinen in the inside.
Should be... Oh, Taskinen hit the wall there.
Oh, contact. Stratiev has to go into the Boothie chicane, literally smashing through the tyres, because he didn't quite have enough room to get through. And yeah, Taskinen is well and truly out of second and back into third. Schneider is now setting off to try and catch the leader, Heyeman, who is driving for Genuine.
So it seems we're in another phase of pit stops, more or less, or at least some of the teams. I mean, it's going to be completely up and down now of pits when, where, and why. But why usually is quite obvious. But Isaac Pride is he doesn't even know what he's fighting, because he's fighting ever disappearing Sean Lynn.
So to Price, what does Lydon... Is Lydon there or not?
Car 22 has apparently rolled in the Boothie chicane and has a left rear puncture, and it's crabbing slowly back to the pit lane. Wow, that car is completely demolished.
That's the Vortex.eu car being driven by Pitkenin, and yeah, that car is flat as a pancake after rolling. It's lucky they managed to get back over.
Check out that left rear suspension. That's not the way the wheel should be pointing. Whoa, almost lost it there.
Actually looks quite good. I like a flat XRR, but it's obviously not driving very well, and yeah, going to have to fix that. And he does.
That's adding another highlight to the Vortex Day.
Yeah, Vortex Day didn't start off very well, didn't go on very well, and now it's not getting any better. He must have had the punctures before the second split, because they've already had a very slow second split and then somehow rolled it.
We've just crossed over, well, 7 minutes ago we crossed over the 6-hour mark, so we're more than a quarter of the way through this 24-hour race. 159 laps completed by the leaders.
Also, Sean Lynn seems to be, well, not that trusted by his teammate, and they're going to put him into the pits now. James Peace just connected.
Yeah,
they've been instructed to change drivers, which is probably not the worst idea.
Yeah, sensible. Because he would have caused issues. The Vortex racing car they just swapped drivers as well.
He's gonna get to the pits because he... Whoa, God. 30-second lags aren't encouraging.
He's almost... Well, he's not almost there.
He's
almost there, yeah.
He's floating into the pit lane now. Oh, and he's whacked the wall! He's whacked the left side wall and damaged his suspension. Oh, that's the last thing needed. Now they even need to repair that thing.
Yeah, that's going to want repairing. Oh dear, indeed. And he's stopped in the right box at least.
No damage repair though.
Oh.
They seem think, oh well, we're just gonna drive that. Can't afford to lose even more time now. James Peace is in the car now. Best thing is though, he's floating.
Will that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's all. Oh no, it's not fixed.
No.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're seeing the same thing on the stream or not. Whether you'll be seeing the fact that the car appears to be floating, but I'm not sure if that's going to fix itself.
It should technically after a takeover. I was just confused then at the V-cam because all I saw was some of the admins and the oval from the back end side for no good reason. Okay, let's see how that develops.
Genuine Racing with Heyman driving have an 11.61 second gap over second. We'll see how that lap is changing, if it's changing at all.
See 2:14.86 versus I'm not sure it's really gonna be faster. It is gonna be faster, not. Oh yeah, by a bit.
So it basically
0.09.
yeah, they're on the same pace.
The virus coming back amongst everyone else on the track, visible and very much driving on tarmac instead of air. It's good to know.
Yeah, thank goodness that finally fixed itself. That was not looking great.
It's unbelievable how those came to timing out. I think on the old patch you probably would have timed out on the old netcode. Basically now, I don't know, it tolerates lag a lot more before it just drops you. Which in cases like this obviously is a bit of an advantage.
Closest battle on the track is second and third still, but that kind of resolved itself a while ago.
I think it's more now third, fourth.
Yeah,
I think Price is
yes.
very much on the back bumper of that car very soon, and now with a car that doesn't turn left, right, or up and down randomly.
So, joining us in the commentary box is the camera director, Steve Martin, whose surname I just read his surname and then immediately forgot it. But yes, here he is, Steve Martin, safety car Steve, in the commentary box here with us.
Good evening again, guys.
And while Steve entertains you, I'm going to go away for a short amount of time, but I'll be back and I'll leave you in Dominic and Steve and Thilo's capable hands.
Okay. Whoa, very close into the chicane between Prix and Passingham. I think there's an overtake waiting to happen. Hopefully it's an overtake this time.
Isaac's definitely got the
he's
slipstream again, but he's got to be careful not to use it too early. I've seen a number of days and it just comes back to haunt you when you do that.
He should have it, depending on who brakes later. Yep, Isaac brakes later,
yeah.
But
will he hold it?
Oh, he runs wide over the speedy hump. Micahel goes back through. That's not finished yet. There's another passing opportunity coming up.
Indeed, he managed to keep hold of a slipstream. Bringing about the same time as side by side.
Oh, contact! Oh well. Not a big deal this time. Certainly decided fight. Pretty much. Schneider's! Whoa! I don't know what he's doing with the lights. I think he's just trying to warn everyone to not crash into him, please. Because he's going about 4 kph. Oh, Prix! That's... Whoa, that's naughty. That could have been going so wrong.
But will Prix be able to hold on to the lead as they come up to the Boofer chicane?
Very good draft from Terracar. Well, miles ahead. I think Prix is going to try and get the exit for the chicane. Whoa, almost on the back of Schneider. That's Martin Capel who takes a very unconventional line to get out. Oh dear, Campas, that's Green Angus Racing. Unfortunately got his team a drive-through penalty.
Indeed, just after getting out of the car in the pits, and yeah, as we've seen a couple of times before today, that'll be a drive-through.
Fortunately for them, yeah. It's just very unlucky F1, but he happens to be so close to escape.
We are 6 hours and 17 minutes into this race, and the top 3 overall are within a second of each other as Isaac Prix goes back into the lead in turn 3.
But it will Schneider. Oh, he's trying to get somehow side by side with him.
I have returned. Yeah, this battle for the lead is certainly quite something, isn't it?
It's a three-way battle now. So, the way they've been holding each other up for the past 3 laps, or 2 laps even.
Your leader is still. Your leader is Prix for.
One of the few times led since the first hour. Because they've just had every coming up since then. Well, it's not the first time they've led, and obviously Car 62's got their drive-through for chat. Doesn't matter if you've just got out in the car and chatted, you still chatted, and that's what the consequence is. Nice visit to the pit lane, wave hi to all the mechanics.
copy with the steer to order to come a little bit late.
Yeah, different kind of drive-through for sure. And Price and Schneider's keeping it, they're close together. I do wonder whether he'll be in the slipstream on the straight this time around.
I think the NXXRs are the ones with the higher top speed. I think they shouldn't have too many problems staying ahead on the straights.
Yeah, I think the FZR is a little bit tight. All Price a little bit of lag there, a little bit quicker, only by like half a mile an hour maybe. But yeah, Price keeps it ahead. Taskinen gradually falling away from those two, unable to live with their pace. But he will be there to take advantage when contact could happen.
They're now gonna, well, they're not far away from lapping the Vortex car. Again in Brats as well, it's already a couple of laps down. Pretty rotten start of the race.
Price did really good cornering through the bridge corner, despite the fact that he was right behind that Vortex car. He was sliding its way through this left-hander onto the oval section.
Price through, Yavandu, well, yet to give way to the cars behind, but then he doesn't need to park and picnic to let them through. Tyres are flying everywhere.
Yeah, this has worked out quite well for Price actually. I think he was beginning to lose time to Schneiders, but now Schneiders has to pass the back marker, and it's going to delay him a little bit as they come onto the straight.
Already delayed him way much.
He will get a bit of slipstream, but I don't think that's going to make up for the fact he's probably lost about half a second or so.
He's lost a lot of time in the section his car's best in. So nothing makes up for that. Well, he can't be far away from it stop because that those rear tyres are slightly worn, and in fact Eckhart's just joined and will probably take over from him at the end of this lap. Will again be a question who goes longest. We already know who's going to blink first out of those, or out of the top three, and that's definitely Terra Gaming.
Price really has got away quite a big distance in the last lap or so. She's definitely not as fast as he was in second position, and the top three have spread out again after those few laps of really very close touring car style racing they were having.
It's amazing how sometimes all the drivers take the touring part in the word Grand Touring more seriously than Grand bit.
Into the pits come Schneiders, ready for that driver change.
He's very cautious on it.
Yeah, he nearly slammed it into the wall. who's going to be taking over? Eckhart will be taking over. Again, choosing a late pit box, just stopping in time. No damage repair, didn't feel the need to do that. Not too much damage on the suspension.
Well, a bit of damper damage, so it's still okay. Oh, and Tomczyk just went off for Conquest Pro. I'm not sure what's worse, the fact that he's third and I never noticed it, or that Tomczyk's driving and I never noticed that. But he's gone off nevertheless and lost a couple of seconds.
Eckhart been out there for a while on that set of tyres, changing relatively soon.
Now we've got an interview guest here up in the commentary box. Hello, hello, Laurie. Quite a mixed up race for you guys.
Yeah, good evening everyone. Yeah, indeed, Savage doesn't have any luck today even.
Also tomorrow.
We hope that we'll have some luck tomorrow or during the night, though.
It's still the same race.
Indeed. Though yeah, the first part of the race was terrible. We were happy about leading the amateur class for some time, but then Juho's PC just decided not to cooperate, and it was definitely a computer issue, not internet, so we're hoping to see him race later on. He said he has done some changes there. And as you have seen already, the 60 car, the Savage second car, had some adventures in the gravel trap, so it's definitely not going well for us.
So, do you have any detailed information on what have happened in particular? I mean, we didn't saw everything on screen.
Mainly, if you're asking about the gravel trap adventures, the first out was because of puncture, not expected puncture, of course, and our driver Mika Pannanen was just not expecting that, and he just was going too fast and went out in third, I'm not sure, fourth corner. And then it was really hard for him to go out there. And afterwards, Jarda Dohnalik, who's currently driving the car, was stuck in corner after split one. So that took some time as well, but he's the only driver in our team who's driving with mouse. So he tried to drive out using that, that method that everyone's using, just changing to mouse, and he didn't needed that. So. But in the fourth time in gravel trap was myself. After the restart, I just didn't see. I think it was Quar. Not sure which car, but it was Axel Falk, just standing sideways on the track, and I was going. I think we were 3 wide, and I just didn't have any room to go, and I hit him and just was stuck as well. So. Basically, first 2 were caused by punctures, and the third one, or fourth even, so was caused because of maybe my mistake. I would say that, yeah.
How's your strategy for the rest of the race? I mean, have you any secret master plan that's making all you lost up again, or how does it look like?
There's no master plan, to be honest. We're just, well, our car, the Savage, the one I'm driving, the 60 Savage second car, is basically just driving for fun, and just our goal is to reach the finish. So we're just taking it easy and doing stable lap times, not involving into big fights or something. And for the 56, our main car, I hope that guys will come up with something, because they are fighting for position in amateur, in championship, and they are currently top 10 in overall. So it's basically going really well up to now. So I hope they will just come up with something good. I know that Juho will try to drive again. We'll see how that works. I hope his computer won't crash again. And it's an interesting thing for our car is that we have a lot of people who are doing their first ever 24-hour race. And we even started a savage interview section in our Facebook where I interview our drivers. And there is already interview with Simon Bergeving, who will be driving soon as well. And we have 3 people in the 60 car who's driving this 24-hour race first time. So basically for us it's only getting experience and having fun. And for 56 I hope they will manage to do a stable night shift, and in the morning and in the Sunday basically they will just go steady and at least do a top 15 finish. I hope for that.
So, thank you for your interview. It was a pleasure.
Well, thank you.
And we hope you still have fun with the race, and hopefully you see the finish line.
Well, yeah, we hope for that as well. And we hope for a clean and steady race from now on.
That was Loris Matonis from the number 60 Savage Sim Sports team.
We have a pit stop coming up from Passingham in the 07 Ixion car, seemingly, and also from the 13 NX car.
And indeed, Isaac Price comes into the pits.
Look like there's tyres actually left in them. Oh, and Passingham goes on! Oh, that's very interesting. Could this be try and drive another lap and jump the car a bit? Or back there trying, because... well, it seems like that's the only thing they can be trying when doing that.
Indeed. So Miralito gets into the car to replace Isaac Price. He will rejoin just ahead of 4th place, but with a lot less speed. Heijerman in the genuine racing car, and he'll just about be able to get the move done up to 3rd place going into turn 1.
And we've got our next interview guest here in the booth. Hello, Miro.
Hello.
So, how was the race for you?
Well, to start off with, it's my first race in about 5 months, I think. So, being able to finish my second stint in first place wasn't too bad at all, even though I've been, let's say, not as fast as I should be. And it's been going downhill since then.
How was it breathing the air of the leader?
It felt fine, to be honest. It's not something I've gotten too used to. That was nice to have it. Like, even if I wasn't one of the fastest guys on the road, I just kept it on the road, being consistent, and kept the lead. So yeah, it was pretty nice.
How satisfied are you with your team's performance so far, while Ixion Simsports just comes into pit lane?
We did very well up to the point when the safety car came out. Sean took over from me. He did fine for the first half an hour or so, and he wasn't too happy with the setup. Started complaining and kind of lost the concentration. And we gained more and more damage. We lost time, and when he started his second stint, he started lagging, and I was gonna take over for him, but as I just joined the server, his lag got better, and when I once again left the server, his lag got worse, and I was just about to take over, and then my internet died. For the first time like ever, and now James is currently driving in the car, and this pretty much mixed up the whole stint plan we had made for the race. I think I'm gonna go head to bed after this interview and let James and Sean take over the night and see what we can do tomorrow. We are also one driver down since Morgan's computer broke down even like a few hours ago.
We have got a drive-through penalty for car 68.
68, West Ham.
Yeah, for a avoidable incident. And also, watching this pit stop of Ixion Racing, something failed massively. Nicky Darkovic was on the server to take over the car, but Tuskanen, well, he's still in the car.
I wonder whether he just let it first gear and the car went before he got first T.
It pretty much looked like that, because he tried to stop the car after it began to roll.
Then I'm pretty sure he left it in gear. Mistake, I'm very familiar because I've made it a couple of times.
I was just about to say that.
So, current running order, Jenna in front of Inex, in front of Ixion.
So Miro, your AM car, it's still going, it's a couple of laps down. That must have had the worst 90 minutes of a 24-hour race ever.
Well, what happened to us in the sand trapping and everything was very unfortunate, of being punted off by Vortex, and we had a wheel failure. But it's just these things that you can't really avoid when it's not your own fault or your own mistake, and just keep going as fast as you can and do your best, which the guys are doing, and they're doing amazing in my opinion at the moment.
But the end effect of which is you still technically kind of lost 2 laps, and 2.5 laps within, well, let's say a third of a lap.
Yeah, it's very upsetting, but this, like I said, there's nothing else we can do other than our best, and that's what the guys are doing, and that's what it's all about.
It still might be a better result at the end, you never know, it's only a quarter through the race. anything can happen. I mean, everyone who's been high up in any of the classes have had something happen. I'm very surprised at the rate of bad luck as well, the rate of punctures. I really didn't expect it from this race today. I thought it would be very straightforward, but many teams are caught out by things they absolutely didn't expect.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I was first in my last stint. Like, I was clearly the slowest in the top 5, and all I did was keep the car on track while all the cars around me kept crashing, doing silly mistakes, and that's why we got the lead back. So yeah, and now the bad luck struck us, so let's see if we can turn it around once more.
Good luck to you, and well, hopefully you'll get both cars into the finish. I mean, that's always the priority in these races. Important points.
Yeah, thanks very much.
By the way, you are there. If you have missed the start of the race, it is now on YouTube already. The first 4 hours of the race are already on YouTube.
Kid.
I'm not.
One lift up. I wonder whether people will be mad enough to watch both at the same time and just massively confuse themselves.
Oh, I don't think that's going to be something really.
Would be very entertaining. It seems that after 3 hours or so after the safety car, everything's calmed pretty much down again. It is with these 24-hour races. Everyone spreads out like hell, and then suddenly strategies cross over at the end, and you're like, oh my god, where did he come from?
Recently we had this situation with the 69 of Falkenberg racing.
Don't think they know themselves how they did that. I think they just, oh well, we did this. Well, I guess that's okay then.
I don't know. Well, I was watching through the replay, and they were in the queue. They came to pits. They exited pits, still in 9th position.
Jeez, it's... I don't know how... I don't understand. I don't think there's really an explanation for it. I mean, it just happened. That's basically the actual explanation. I mean, the car that's behind them just crossed the start-finishing line, so they're basically almost 2 sectors ahead. The gap was big, so they've been reeled in, but then that's not surprising because they're in the slowest car on this track so far. Not the slowest, but the slowest model you can
choose. It's not like Youth 1000 would be faster.
No, not quite. Embarrassing thing is, the fastest lap times here, even with the chicane, are still faster than Fox lap times. That's actually not embarrassing or surprising because that car has no power.
Yeah, I just wanted to say so.
FE4 I think is actually faster than GT2s at least. about as fast.
Now James Peace has closed up to the back of Taskinen for 4th position overall, and is making the clean move to the booth chicane before the braking zone. Or is it 3rd?
Taskinen might have him back at him. We'll do slidey action for the last corner, but no, he rejects that idea.
Surely he's going to have the slipstream going down the main straight.
Peace had a very strange exit of the chicane, actually.
We've seen worse.
It was just strange, it was not dead.
That's what I meant.
Big moment for Taskinen there on the fast right hand, getting the outside wheels onto the grass and just about saving it from a huge accident. It cost himself a fair amount of time though.
Actually remarkable how much front damper damage the Virus Pro car gets. Because mainly when I look at pretty much all the other cars, they get a lot of right rear damper damage, not a lot of right front, if any. I don't know what that down to, maybe just a few speed hump hops too many, or I don't know, just the way the damping's set up. Aren't really any battles at the moment as such. Maybe we can actually use this to talk about something else, like
something like a shameless plug.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the most shameless would be plugging City League, which just opened registration on Friday, on Thursday, and which started its grid qualification already. So if you sign up, you can directly jump onto the servers and try to qualify for one of the grids.
If you just do a lap, you qualify for one, depending on how fast you're going. But if you're going very slow, chances are you won't be in the first grid, or in the second one, or in the first, or in the second one, or in the first one.
Well, even I had Farmer, though my pace was more belonging to the fourth grid.
Secret grid 4.
Grid 4, the team that never made it to GT1 World Series, sadly.
Talking about shamelessly plugging other things, I think the Gen R GT1 Challenge is back next weekend at North. Well, Aston North to be exact. The fourth round of the championship, halfway point of the season. Theoretically, any visitor who joins now can still mathematically win the championship. There are 208 points still up for grabs, which is a lie, because I've just miscalculated it. It's, I think, 220 points that are still up for grabs, theoretically. If you think, my God, I like these cars, but this race is way too long, you might want to try that.
In the chat I can see some sad faces about no live stream from Troy. Troy used to live stream his events from out of the cockpit perspective, however you want to call it.
I think it's Cat's Attack.
Yeah. During the last 24 hours, 2 weeks ago, that was the highlight of the evening. The cats attacking the camera. And later on, Troy playing with his cats.
Cats are not necessarily a theme in this race. Not too many around here.
Well, Loic had already posted on Facebook around this, about this race.
Loic? Cat?
Yeah, Loic had.
What did it post? Meow.
It posted, wait a second. It posted the link of the stream over at foxracing.info and said all weird numbers and meowing pictures.
That's very like, except for the streamer.
Yeah. Well, under that link you really get everything. Every single information you could eventually get around this race.
Does it also include championship standings, current ones?
Oh, I think that's the only thing missing.
Oh, then it's not every bit of information.
Yeah.
Almost every bit of information.
in the 24-hour races, you tend to forget that this race might be part of the race.
Although actually this race might be very much determining the standings after this round. Because there are going to be a lot of climbers and fallers and going to look like, I don't know, the charts.
Today, for the third time voted into the show, please do not vote for it again.
For who, for example?
Genuine Racing, for example.
I think everyone should vote for it.
When's your turn?
Not too far now. After midnight, I think. Well, after midnight UTC. Or after midnight my time. One of the midnights. There are two.
One of the midnights. So, we've got a voice back in the booth. It's Chris. Great start.
He's already losing his voice.
Oh, Micahel is apparently as well.
Hello.
I just left a post on your stupid Facebook post for commentating.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
It was very articulate, I felt.
Well, you're not the most articulate person at the best of times, and you sound like you're suffering from what can only be described as the heaviest man cold in the history of health.
Yeah, well, it was flu yesterday, I suppose, then. Yeah, it's not great. The only reason I'm not swine flu. I had that though a few years ago, yeah. But yeah, it's not good. Been off work, spent all day in bed yesterday, and then today I tried to act as normal, and I'm just absolutely shattered now. Yay.
Welcome to Chris's horrific life.
Could be worse.
Could be worse, could be on proper.
Hello?
You didn't get that, did you?
I didn't hear what you said, sorry, I was looking
I said
at
it could be
the
worse,
race.
it could be at university, cycling in betweeners.
Yes.
Yeah. I was only joking, don't worry.
Lol. So looking at if we look at the lap times, we can kind of get an idea of who's fastest right now. And the fastest person right now is, well, it's pretty much Genuine Racing, and man who's still at the wheel is still pretty much the fastest car out on track at the moment.
The fastest person on track is Genuine Racing.
I think we've got to say with Genuine Racing is that
I'm only a part of the person.
it's slightly sad that they're slightly out of kilter with everybody else, because I think that it makes for a far more interesting race. I think that they're going to have to pit so much earlier than everybody else, and they're eventually going to start to lose time. And Heidemann hasn't quite in this stint been able to match the pace he had certainly in his first stint in the car, and if he had been able to do that, I think they'd be slightly further ahead. So at the moment it's looking quite good for the team that's had so many problems today so far in X Racing, who are somehow in second place at the moment, and yeah, I think they're going to be the net leaders of the race after the next round of pit stops, because I don't think Genuine Racing can pull out enough of a gap now to maintain the lead after that round of pit stops.
They don't have a genuine chance of winning then.
Oh dear.
It was a little bit slower on the previous lap now, actually. The fastest car was the Inex car with Merluto at the wheel. So yeah, it's sort of going back and forth really, these fastest times. Best lap of the race was set by Inex Racing, 2 minutes 13.8.
Yeah. I think that'll probably be a top 4 on the grid, if not a top 3. Well, not top 3, but I'm sure top 5. I'm convinced of that. What's one thing that's got to be said? All through the race, 7 hours, no retirements.
Get 6th on the grid, you had to have a 13.90.
just trying to find the championship standings so we can see what effect this race will have. Well, apparently it's on the tracker, the standings. Oh yeah, so there are. Oh, nice. So Inex leading the championship before this race, 20 points ahead of Genuine. Genuine don't have 2 cars in this race.
We had 2 cars. Well, we we had a great situation pre-race. We went from 2 cars about 20 days ago to 1 car with only 4 drivers by today. So yeah, we had to make the choice, and we chose the one that was gonna be fast around here and ahead on the championship.
Okay, so yeah, Genuine Racing 2 obviously won't get fall down the standings quite a lot.
Yeah, so will Inex Racing actually, because they're not there either.
Got a nice graphic up on screen. Ah, here we go. Championship standings. Very nice. Oh, that looks great. Good job, Jonathan Palmer, with that one. So yeah, as I said, Inex Racing's leading the championship, and they will be leading the race later on, according to Chris. Genuine 2nd and 3rd, and Viro's 4th. What are the points? What are we getting? Double points this race?
Yes, it's
Yes,
double
it's
points
100 for a win.
100 points for the win.
So it's a big one, basically. You really would like, you really
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
want
it's
to win.
probably going to
It's like
determine the
Masters
rest
of
of the
Endurance.
season.
There's somebody who I want to see progress of is Joe Letterito. How is our friend, our former TeamSpeak friend, been doing? I think he still comes in the TeamSpeak, doesn't he? How's he been doing in this race so far, Dom? You been paying attention? He doesn't know then.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so car number 6 just now, Joe Letterito. I don't know. Letteriello. This will teach Italians for going to America.
Laurent
He
Aiello.
is Laurent Aiello. Make a BTCC reference there, why don't you? Now, he comes on this TeamSpeak quite regularly, and he's I think this is his first big event. I wanted to see exactly how he's going just now. That's why I asked Dom how he was doing, because Dom knows him as well.
But I haven't got a clue.
That's nice to know.
Shall we look at
Do you have any
the
clue?
stats on the tracker and see what that says about how he's doing? If I can
Be an
find it.
idea.
I've lost the tracker anyway, so... Ah, here we go. So he is in car number 6, and car number 6 is the Team Rock Racing. And he has driven 10% of the race so far. His pace, his fastest lap is about, well, a little bit slower than the rest of his team, 2 minutes 15.9. And his average lap time is, again, the slower of the team, but not slow by much. So yeah, it's going all right.
Yeah, he hasn't completed a stint yet, neither. I mean, I must admit, Paso, if you'd never spoken to Joe, you'd be scared of him getting in the GT1 car. So, to be perfectly honest, that's not being unfair at all. He is the strangest person I think we've had in this TeamSpeak for a while, and I'm amazed that he is keeping the car on the straight and narrow at the moment.
Do you think, would he agree that he's the
Oh,
worst
he'd
person?
agree, yes.
Yeah, he would definitely agree.
He would definitely agree.
I think he would actually challenge anyone who says they're more special than him.
Yes, I think we need to get TeamSpeak soundboard on the go right now.
Do you have a soundboard?
Yes, we have a soundboard.
Oh dear.
We have a soundboard of this new Dimension Racing TeamSpeak, which includes all the weird and wonderful sayings that we've been saying in this TeamSpeak in the past year or so.
I know which one you mean now.
Yes. Most
Sounds
of them
like-
are Phil Diaz.
Sounds like your more new Demented Racing team.
Possibly.
So, just went past 7 hours, and Genuine Racing still leading as per the last sort of hour or so. NX second, Veris third. They're spread by 20 seconds, those top four. In the AM class, Hellenic Racing Team, who has gained a lap on everyone through mysterious, magical ways, are still in the lead. Last lap are second, and the Stig breeding program AM is in third.
Must give props to Lacomore's amateur team, because of course they were involved before you came here, Michael, in a massive lag hit with the Stig breeding team Ampar, and they were I think they were actually lead. They were coming out the pits, and Stig breeding team were in second place, so they had a pit stop advantage, and they had a massive lag hit, and they completely destroyed the car. So they've done very well to be back in the position they are in the amateur class.
They're in the lead cars that aren't in a different race. Well, that gap's also come by now, in a way.
The thing is, Hellenic Racing actually put themselves in that position, though. The Hellenic Racing were that far ahead at the time as well, so... Yeah,
I'm surprised they're one of the few FXRs, or I don't know, but they're managing to run R3, R2, which is, I think, pretty good.
Yeah, they're running a nice consistent pace as well. They're actually 8th overall as well, so it's not like they're dropping off or anything like that, or... They're actually a very good experienced team in the FXR and in all kinds of classes in LFS, and they're doing the job here.
At their 10th.
Clearly says, oh well, it could be 10th then.
But, well, still leading country mile.
We should probably switch them into the pro class to make the lead in the AM class a bit closer.
Just had to do it with Stig breeding team, didn't we? So yeah.
Racing was in the pit lane.
Oh, we have a car off in the gravel coming back
that's
on.
Crombush. Or Green Angus Racing. And his teammate behind him on his pits.
Yeah, that he's gone on to the. Well, he's not trying to go past him. What's going on?
Oh.
I think now they've got out.
Oh, Norbikis and Tomczyk are fighting. Conquest and...
Stig breeding program.
Yeah.
And the Conquest car of Tomczyk is ahead now. Yes. He was... Yes, in fact, he remains ahead rather than getting ahead. Wait, what?
Why is Krampus causing so many yellow flags now?
Krampus is a counter course. Currently.
Oh, he spun!
Oh my god, that's a dangerous place to be facing the wrong way.
I mean, it's always a bad sign if you can see the white in the eyes of the racing mates.
I do hope that the two cars that were going side by side like they were doing the formation finish didn't collide or something stupid in turn 9.
Now Tomczyk is passing Kali Winkler, guest driver for Core Racing, the current City Liga champion.
Joining us now for an interview is Jacob Cooper of Infinity Esports Amateur, one of the great trolls of the first forum, Blue Flame. You might recognise that name more than his real name. How's it going, and how's your first ever 24-hour race, my friend?
Well, in all honesty, first two stints of it were perfect. The only problem we had was with the driver change.
Was there a lag involved in that, was there?
I believe so, yeah. Clicked the T, nothing happened, and just drove out of the pit box.
I think you're planning to get back in the car quite a few more times in this race then?
Getting back in 10 to 2 in the morning, so on the night shift should be fun. Racing.
So have you had any sleep then?
Nah, I won't get any sleep. I've got kids, I'm used to it.
Oh Christ, have fun with that then. So how are you finding the whole 24-hour race experience as opposed to just doing a race, you know, for like 4 to 6 hours? I mean, you're not exactly the most experienced of drivers in endurance racing so far. I think this is definitely the longest distance you've done, won't it?
I've done longer distance in one sitting, but in total it will be the longest distance I've done. Yeah, I'm not very experienced, but well, that's quite contrary to my posting on the LFS forum. But yeah, I don't have much competitive experience on lift for speed, but I think I'm starting to get the gist of it. The biggest reason why I play lift for speed is because of the competition, and this event's just highlighting that, really. I mean, it's a 24-hour race. I mean, I'm not sure how long we're in there now. What's the time?
7 hours 10 minutes.
And there's still a lot of cars on the lead lap. That's a testament, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this since 2008, and I think this is the quickest that we've got. It feels like that we've got to the 7-hour stint. I mean, it just feels like it's gone like that. I think it's mainly because with the GT1s, it's actually a lot closer racing, and if you spread the field apart, I mean, I don't know what it would have been like for somebody such as yourself with GT1
Kiss is just passing Tomczyk. Apologies to interrupt you there. Kiss just going past Tomczyk on the straight. They went 3 wide as the car was coming out of the pit lane, and Kiss is pulling away, although lost momentum in the first corner. Sorry to interrupt. Just keep an eye on it and carry on.
Carry on, because I think that Tomczyk is going to have a go down into turn number 3 again, Michael.
Yeah, he's going to try and go around the outside. This is Conquest Racing. Tomczyk going around the outside, but Kiss going to brake as late. They're going to go side by side through the corner. A little bit of contact, that's the way to do it. Very good. And stayed ahead, Tomczyk, after making that pass.
Yeah, we've seen stuff like that all race. I mean, it's for the most part, I mean, as clean as you like, as a whistle. Back to what the point I was trying to make. I mean, in the past, normally 24-hour races and multi-class races. I think the last one, did we agree, was 2007, Don, that only had one class?
Yeah, that was the last MOE 25 at least. Whoa, Tomczyk's off! Into the wall.
In a big way, in the same place his teammate did earlier.
Oof, that was close.
Managed to make a car run off, but not too much damage, a bit of wishbone damage.
Well, I'll eventually get to ask this question. I'd assume you'd have been in GT2 today, Jacob. Would that have actually phased you at all with all these big, powerful GT1s coming past you in awkward places, having never done that sort of thing before?
I think that for me, the GT2 cars are harder to drive. I don't know why. To me, they just feel like that. The GT1s, I don't know. I think because you're using the full potential of the car, effectively what it was intended for, then you're able to push the limit, and the limit's where you want to be. GT2's the limit. It's not the limit of the car. It's only the limit of, you know, what the restrictions allowing you to go.
Finally, do you have any birthday messages for Mr. Lint, since I guess he's probably doing something unspeakable right now and he probably wants his ego stroked?
I'll just stroke him later on, to be honest, behind closed doors. I'm sure he'll prefer that.
Especially since he's got birth in 47 minutes.
Okay then, Jacob, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries.
If we get some time later on, if you're not too tired, we might get you back in a bit later.
Yeah, no worries. Just I'll see them.
Okay,
you guys are doing a good job.
Thank you very much. Keep up your good job as well. I was quite impressed with the improvement since last time you driving, as I said earlier.
I'm very flattered. I know you're not the easiest to please.
Especially when you're such a penis.
Brilliant, right. Nice one.
Oh, Paso. See you later, Jacob.
Ciao.
When you say stuff like that, I do a lot of radio presenting. I run a radio station, and when I hear people say stuff like that, it gets me all tense because, yeah, you can't say stuff like that onto radio.
Thankfully, it's 10:15. We're past the watershed, and we're on the internet.
It's
I've never seen something like that on a radio station.
don't forget this website, SimRace TV, that thingy is run by Germans, and Germans don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's the internet, liberal, all that kind of stuff. So the lead is getting a lot closer. The gap is down to just over a second between Genuine Racing's Heerman and Inex Racing's Meruto, and it's getting smaller each time. The previous lap, Meruto was about 0.7 of a second faster than Heerman, so I'm pretty sure we'll be looking at a battle for the lead within the next lap and a half. Currently looking at the leader.
And we also see that for the number 10 car, there is the next driver on the server. So they're coming now.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't get the significance of what you were saying, but yes, they're going to be making a driver change. The lead car will be making a driver change this lap, or maybe the next lap. As Heerman makes a big mistake into the chicane, and probably will be passed by Meruto, but I'm sure Meruto will hopefully realise that Heerman's about to go into the pit, so passing him would be academic at this stage. And he's going to look around the outside anyway, just for fun, but yeah, Heerman's going to peel off into the pit lane. Yeah, there we go. So race leaders are now Inex. Little beep of the horn to celebrate that lead now being his.
As I said earlier, I don't think Eichmann could have possibly pulled out enough of a gap to give him any kind of chance of retaining the lead.
Nice bit of braking for pit stall there.
Nice angle. Nice angle for leaving.
Yeah, actually that's true. The best thing I think, if you pit in the last pit stall, it can happen that you penalise yourself because you're gonna run into that 80 km/h board. I found out in practice.
So Ivanov takes over and he heads back out onto the track, and he's going to be, whereabouts is he, like 5th? No, 6th. He'll be in 6th position. Out of kilter with everyone else in terms of pit stops. We won't see a pit stop from the leader probably for, I don't know, half an hour? 20 minutes?
20 minutes. Roundabout.
Oh, someone's timing out. Someone, well, no, not timing out, but had a major lag there. Me shots up. Second.
So as Meruto goes over the start-finish line, we'll do a quick, I just discovered this thanks to Jonathan Palmer, we do a quick tour of the track and tell you the names of each section, because I didn't even know this map existed. It's really good. So this is the start-finish line, oddly enough, and which is, yeah, we're going to go to turns 1 and 2, which is the next bit, of course. nice corner. And then turn 3 is the left-hander coming up now. And then the section after that is the overpass section where you go over the top of the track. This is the back straight according to the map, and then turn 4. This is turn 5 coming up the right-hander, and then that also goes past split 1. And then turn 7 right-hander. And now we're going over we just went past turn 8 and now the underpass and turn 9. And then this tiny little left kink is turn 10. I realised that because we're currently on board, you might not be able to hear me because it's very loud on the stream. So, and now this is turn 11, the really long, over 180 degree corner. And then turn 12 is the oval banking. And then the lovely Boothie chicane, yay! And then turn 15, and then we'll have turn 16 as the final corner, and turn 17 and 18 straight after that. So there you go, that was my ill-informed tour of the track, looking at this map that I just discovered in an exciting fashion.
When would be the last time you think you actually drove on this track? Because the last time I can actually remember you doing an event here would probably be the 16-hour race of 2008, I think. When didn't you do like 15 hours in a row or something and almost died?
I did do a lot of hours. I had to park the car and have a sleep.
Yes, you could finish the race. Yes, I remember this.
Yeah, that was we had personnel issues there. We needed a couple more drivers, I think. But yes, that was a bad one. I did not enjoy the having to sleep in the car effectively. But yeah, no, I've done events here since, and I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually sure what they are though. Didn't actually do all that many league events in LFS because I was either normally commentating on them, and if I wasn't commentating, I wasn't involved because I'm not very good.
But I remember the one or the other good event from the Sim Race Society, if I remember that correctly.
Sorry, what was that? Yes, we had a birthday event. That was at Aston, I think. That might actually be the last event I participated in. That was in 2009.
Probably 2009.
I've been asked whether I rolled in that event. I don't know if you can hear. You can hear Jonathan.
Was that SRS?
Yes, I've been reminded of an event I did in a UF1. It wasn't an SRS event, but I bumped the broken bridge on Fern Bay, and yes, I was going in a straight line, and then I ended up just crashing into a barrier that jutted out of the side of the track.
And there's a video on YouTube still, isn't there?
I think I may have deleted that.
Oh no, that was a brilliant video because for some reason Audio Slave were in the background at the end.
Oh yeah. Wow, that is ridiculous that you remember that.
Well, no, because I just remember the video and then know the song as well, because I bought all their albums myself, so it's like, I can't remember the exact song, but I know it's Chris Cornell,
Yeah, with his gruff voice.
Distinctive voice, yeah.
I'll see if I can find it.
I did that event as well, I can't remember what that event was for. Has that been an NDR event?
I think it was an NDR event.
It was NDR summer event. That's
yes.
What it was. It was one of the worst combos thing I've ever driven in my life.
Yeah, one FE4.
Yes.
Not the most inspiring thing ever.
Oh my god.
I'm just scrolling through my YouTube videos. I don't think I have that video anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a disaster. No, that event, that the full grid as well, and then pre-qualifying. Why would you want to drive a UF1 around FE4 for 3 hours?
Well, apparently I didn't. I liked
yeah.
hitting the walls.
I rolled twice at the chicane and I just gave up.
Was it really 3 hours? Because usually season events were 2 hour races.
Might have been 2 then.
I believe I was not around for that one because I can hardly remember it.
Just give you the top 5 of each class. In the Pro class, in X Racing lead, Ixie and Sim Sports second, Stig Breeding Program third, Mind Factory fourth, and Conquest Racing in fifth. In the AM class, Hellenic Racing still way out in front. Stig Breeding Program in second, Last Lap Motorsports third, Green Angus fourth, and Infinity Esports in fifth. The Green Angus have 2 cars in the AM class, but the 2 car is beating the 1 car.
Also has second entry lower starting numbers than first entries. Add to that fusion.
It was the 2009 Easter event, I think.
Yes, it was an Easter event, you're right. God, that was a long time ago.
Oh no, your video's still up, Michael.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Huh. No, I can't see it. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing.
I've linked it.
Ah. Do you want to post it in the chat on the stream as well?
Alright, okay,
But yes, I've seen that before.
I love the honk.
Oh, it's unlisted. I don't know how you managed to find it.
Because I've got the link, and because it's in the Easter event thread.
Oh wow, I forgot I completely destroyed the car. I thought I just jumped up in the air, but no, I actually fully rolled over. And then Audio Slave.
Gotta love the top comms as well.
Top comment. Yes. April 2009.
Oh yes,
Early 2000 it really is about your...
No, looking at it, I remember this now. We were playing I Spy and I crashed. I remember this now.
You played I Spy in LFS?
You were playing with me after you crashed.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there's not really much to see now.
You commented, Sonic Realms will never get anywhere in the world of I Spy. You didn't even know what gravel was. My response is, that was bloody sand, not gravel. We were in Jamaica.
Okay.
So yeah, fun times all those years ago.
Did you remember the series by Fox 1977? It was a 2-part story. What was it called? It had like voice acting and everything.
The video thing, yeah, sort of.
Tic Tac?
Tic Tac,
Tic
yes.
Tac. Yeah,
You
God,
want now
remember
this
that.
very flavour.
That thing is actually still one of the listed things on InsideSimRacing.tv. The other listed thing is are your segments there.
Third listed thing is the videos on the Pro Fanatec support.
Yeah, I just meant in the LFS section, which is still
I
on
mean
the,
in the LFS.
it's still remarkable that there's still an LFS section on that side.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, Race Department shrink their thread into one post.
One post about LFS, the whole of that forum.
Yeah, one thread, not one post. One
Dear
thread.
God, imagine they would have all put it into one post.
that would be a very long post.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that long, to be honest.
It's not early 2009 yet. It's not early 2009 yet. Not early 2009 yet.
Will never be early 2009.
I thought the chicane at KY3 was a good idea. Love Eric.
All the other chicanes, which are also good ideas.
That one at Westville's supposed to be a chicane, isn't it?
One of third base, just to be on.
Need some track design lessons from Herman Tilker, I think.
Oh god, then we're just gonna end up with Dubai parking lots. Some lines, curbs.
Well, to
Blackwood
be fair,
car park.
we've got a battle on the track.
We do indeed for fourth position.
I originally wanted to say, to be fair, he also made good tracks like A1 Ring.
Ooh, Eric.
No, Till.
Yeah,
He made the A1 and all the tracks in Earth, it would be fantastic.
Sepang's a good track.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turkey's a good track.
If we had those in Alpha, I don't think we could complain.
Monza's a good track. Oh no, we didn't design that. And so is Spa on our way to design that. And Imola on our way, he didn't design that.
Well, it's not good anymore.
Like Imola, because they took a ridiculous chicane before the start-finish side, and now instead everyone crashes round the kink, what a pit lane is.
10 times more dangerous. And
Well,
instead
it's
of battling, Eckert goes in the pits.
We're all ready for a thrilling battle, and yet he's just he's given up.
He heard about talking about Tilke tracks. Oh god, I might as well not bother.
One of my favourite corners to live for speed is turn 1 here. I think it's a great corner.
I think it's quite frustrating at times. If you just miss your turning point by a metre, you lose so much time. It's so frustrating.
That's what I like about it. Like, if you get it right, you know you've got it right because you carry so much speed. And if you get it wrong, you'll probably die.
Another good Tilke track, Kyoto.
Yes.
At least in my opinion.
That is a good track. A lot of corners, though.
That's what tracks tend to have.
That is true. Big hill as well. I remember the entire weekend.
An artificial hill up as well.
Yes. They have this flat land. They decided to fill it with hills, which is probably quite a good idea.
The widest first corner I've ever seen in the existence of this planet.
They could line up the start grids like with all the cars next to each other. First pole position is on the inside, and the HRT
Still
is on the
doesn't help
outside.
though if you have Rochelle starting 5th.
So you mean like a motocross start?
Don't they also start use these kind of lined up in a row starts in these races with those wannabe pickup trucks that are actually just highly modified buggy thingies in the US?
There you're asking a question.
At least they do in 2 and 3. Because obviously, which are all both simulators. But then, well, they're on inside racing, they're for simulators. That's like F1 20 simulator.
The corner I've always liked is this one that turn 10 here actually. The for speed, the spoon curve.
Yeah, that's a good corner.
That is just an unbelievable corner. As long as you hit 182 kilometers on entry, you know you're good.
Really? What, in these cars, I'm assuming, rather than
in these cars.
In the XRG, in the US one, if you're at 182 kilometers an hour in the US one.
In the UF1, you can't go 180 kilometers an hour.
Let's do 182 kilometers in the UF1. Jesus Christ.
Must be a scary
Probably
feeling.
can if you
I
drop
think the
it
tyres would probably bend over themselves.
I mean, the UF1 more or less has bicycle tires.
We do have a battle for 6th now. Crespo's coming out the pits, having taken over from his teammate, and he's under pressure from Sean Liddon back in the car for Virus, having almost
gonna
timed
just
out
fly by
earlier.
for now.
Yeah, Lynn's going to get past, but he's going to go past too early, perhaps. No, probably about the right timing
He's
there.
got a good top speed advantage for that car.
You might
Christmas
remember,
tires are not
remember-
quite up to temperature.
Pastor, I'm not sure you remember this. Remember Sean Williams from years ago?
Sure. Now, I recognise the name. What was his
Scouts.
username?
It
You're
was
seeing
extra.
him now.
You're seeing him now.
Oh, he's changed. So, how his name? So, why did he change his name?
I can't remember the exact story, but...
Oh, right. Well, it's probably a personal story anyway. Probably not something we should discuss. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognised his username, and I entirely forgot like who he was. So many memories. All these people.
So many terrible memories. Are you going to go to the kart meet this year? You're going to take a kart? Carrot?
Am I going to take a cat?
Yeah, Dom, you could probably do better than me with my locked up chest.
the cats.
Cat!
Oh god.
We're saying cart with a Welsh accent.
Or at least the way certain people say it in Wales.
The LFS UK kart meet is still one of those like. It's a.
It wasn't that good last year. I didn't enjoy watching the stream so much. It wasn't very funny.
Oh right, so you're basing the quality of the event on the live stream.
Yes, of course.
Did you go last year, Pastor?
I did, yes.
So is everyone watching this.
It wasn't particularly thrilling because we were all sitting outside and the camera couldn't really see much.
No, but that was funny last year.
I think they played Twister last year as well, which is one of the most horrendous things I've ever seen. Because Twister was not a man-only game, but there were only men there, so yeah, it was not the greatest sight, if I'm honest. Sorry, Becky was there as well.
I was going to say,
I just wanted to ask.
we're not going to go there.
That's right, yes. But yeah, especially in one game of Twister, it was just all men, like 6 of them. Yeah, not a great moment in my life.
Exclusive info only on SimRace TV.
If you want to have more information on what also happened at this card meeting, wait until midnight and pay $50.
On you at the very end with it.
I'll be gone by
flap
then.
in there, something. I have a sneaking suspicion it will happen this year, though, considering the guy who normally has it is completely out of the game now. So,
Not just him, but also the entire team, because it's been hosted by a certain company.
yes, 500
Oh,
servers.
we have a car stuck in the gravel. Fernandez is stuck in the gravel.
Last that motorsport stuck in the gravel.
I think we might be getting There'll be a recovery car heading over there. I don't know where the closest recovery car is, but he's stuck in the final
pit
corner.
lane.
So he's
And
going to.
we're in the middle of pit stop, so surely they can't put no. Come on now, be sensible here, Deco. You cannot put a rescue car back along the pit lane when you're in the middle of pit stops.
This is going to be a Top Gear style epic. Imagine if Top Gear did a section where they had to run a race event. That'd be brilliant. Jonathan Palmer's causing a yellow flag, so yes, he is heading away this way.
Well, I think we could have had a saved off for this one personally.
But the way he does it is more intelligent than what I feared.
Never mind. Indeed.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's quite bad. I was going to say something, yes. Dominic Engel has left us as he's apparently going for a stint soon.
Ah, okay. Can we get a shot of Jonathan Palmer driving the wrong way down the straight?
Yes, I think this is disgraceful behaviour, and I think that anybody who does this in a league race should be banned for life.
Yeah, he's going to bang through the tyres. Yeah.
Oh God, no! That tyre stack going. It's going toward the track.
There we go. Yeah, Jonathan Palmer's now on screen. Hopefully, he will be able to push him out. So it wasn't Fernandez causing yellow flag. What was I?
It was Fernandez who caught the yellow flag, but
it was,
somebody else is stuck in the gravel.
Yes, sorry, that was, apologies for that. Yeah, sorry, that was Wow, really? That worked quite well, actually. I'll give him that. Yeah, it was Teres, sorry, in the 55 car, which is Ace X. That's in the AM class. And they are down in about 8th in class, I think. So, yep, recovered. At what point does the safety car come out then? Why would we bring a safety car ever if we
Well,
can...
we had to bring out a safety car last time because the only time we've had to bring out one so far is because the car went off at... Oh, hang on, there's a car spinning out of turn number... Oh, it's gone upside down. Safety car out.
Oh! What number?
74.
Safety car stand by! Safety car stand by!
It's not standby deco, it's bloody out. It's rolled upside down.
Oh wow, that's in the middle of the track as well. That's Christoph, 74, which they were last position. Marina Racing Team, and we have a safety car. That is going to make things quite interesting.
And Tuscany is in pit lane. So right at the right point of time, actually, and
We're getting the returnees.
some chatty
Idiot, take this car.
I like this all this new stuff they have. There's a warning on screen to let the drivers know where the upside down car is. It's very good. LFS has got, well, LFS models have got very good.
Sadly, the safety car didn't pick the leader.
No, apparently our safety driver was off having a smoke or something. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the safety car is just sitting... Oh, there it is. Oh, there's two safety cars, sorry, yes.
Yes, another returnee, Timo Hinian. Back from Finnish army duties and things like that. If you stay tuned, we might even get Joseph Ellis on soon.
Someone's lagging out. Oh, that was Schmidt-Sek, really difficult to pronounce name. His teammate has joined. That was car 68 who timed out, and that was Conquest Racing AM.
In this case,
safety car's gone off track, having a sit. Yep, waiting for the leader to come by. It's funny how we were talking about when will the safety car come out, and literally as we were talking about the safety car coming out, the safety car came out.
curse of the commentator.
Yes. So the order before the safety car came out is Inex Racing leading, Genuine Racing in second, Ixion third, Stig Breeding fourth, and Conquest fifth. And in Hellenic still leading, Stig Breeding in second, Last Lap third, Infinity Esports fourth, and Green Angus in fifth. I feel sorry for Christoph, who has to just sit there upside down until he's given permission to leave.
And unlike other 24-hour endurance races, this ends the race for the team.
That's it, is it?
Yeah.
Ouch. They were in last position before that incident. They were 2 laps behind the car ahead and 9 laps down overall.
Oh, I see what happened. It was a 3-car situation. He tried to lap a slow car and took the corner way too inside, way too early, the steering, and due to that he hit the curb at the wrong angle and this flipped him over.
FXR has quite a high centre of gravity, doesn't it? Well, not as high as XRR, but somewhere close.
Yeah, relatively easy to flip them. Not as easy as a restricted UFR, but still very easy.
So we were kind of in the pits. Well, there are several people pitting at the time of the incident. What is this going to do pit lane wise, or pit stop wise? People going to pit now or not?
Well, the winner of the situation might be Ixion, simply because they were right at in the pit lane when the safety car came out.
Okay. Yeah, they're third in the race. They are behind the safety car. They are 1, 2, 3, or 5th behind the safety car. Now 4th behind the safety car as another car enters the pit lane.
Co-racing with Cully Winkler. Yeah, genuine racing is... Oh, it won't change that much, because Inex Racing was just in the lap before the safety car in. Genuine Racing is 25 minutes into their stint. So they are going to pit in half an hour.
So if you're just joining us, we're 7 hours and 45 minutes into this 24-hour race, the GT1 World Series, round 4 of the championship, and we are under safety car conditions because Christoph in the car I've forgotten the name of the team because they've disappeared off the tracker. Merida
Racing Team.
There we go, yeah. Flipped over in a multi-car incident, and yeah, we're now under safety car, and the field will just be bunching back up now. What's the state of play? Are they going to wait for everyone to be bunched up and then go, or the majority of cars to bunch up and then go?
Usually it is the majority of cars.
Because everyone's pitting, it's taking quite a while. Looking at the map, there are cars pretty much everywhere on the track, so we could be under these conditions for a while. So I need to go put a bottle of milk in the fridge, so I will do that. It's a perfect
we
moment.
go to stop the stream for a second.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so if you're watching, the stream will stop for about 10 or 15 seconds. Don't worry, it'll come back momentarily. See you in a minute.